Okay, so for the sleeve detail, it's actually one of the hardest part because it's like I couldn't find a good angle in game for her when she actually shows the full detail of a sleeve. But thankfully at that point of time, this book was released. But what was really a big headache for me was that the sleeve detail was only this big. It's only this big. It's only this big. So, yeah, I spent quite a bit of time trying to get it out as closely as I could, but definitely because it's like due to like the shape differences in each part. So it's like I actually have to like make up some details on this. Honestly, I can't tell. No one's gonna see. No one's gonna see that anyway. So like. Okay. So for this is like a closer look at this crest thing that I was talking about previously. And honestly, to stress more on, nobody can see it. But you know, like for me, it's really to have like an eye for details. And even though like for this actually, her hair covers it. But you know, it's like sometimes you know, like I'm sure like for all of you here, when you see something that turned out really nice, you know, you feel really happy about it. That you know, it's like even though it can't be seen, but you can tell yourself that I did good. I did good. No, you're just kidding. Yeah, so this is like some of like the other progressives that I did too, and for that references, I have to thank this this person on DeviantArt, but he actually went. I'm not sure how he does it, but he kind of like scans through like the 2D character and he pulls out very specific details on it. So, like, it's really like I already need to thank him for doing that. Else, like, I wouldn't be able to tell what was exactly on it. And yeah, this is just me being particular, really, because like. Designs like this or other details like this, you really can't tell at all. But you know, like I said earlier on, that like if you are just it just takes like 5 to 10 minutes to just add on like a detail to make yourself happier. I would do it. Okay, for this wig, I just have to say it does not make sense at all. Because it's like, you have the fringe, you have the bangs, and what seems to be that she ties like a top half ponytail. But what made it so strange was that if you look at the bottom left picture, suddenly she has some hair growing out that forms like a half bob at the back. And with that and two random ponytails sprouting from the back of her head. You know, it's like, I'm just like, I don't understand that. Because, but then again, you know, it's like, it really happens a lot in cosplay, but it's like, you know, it's like, in 2D, oh, you look so pretty, but you know, it doesn't make sense when you try to bring it into 3D. So even though the logic might not apply, but it's kind of challenging that, you know, it's like, it's really how you think, or rather like the thought process behind it that makes it challenging and make it satisfying, you know, when you see the results in the end. And so for me, I also believe that, you know, like, a detail is a detail, you know. You can do more, but you shouldn't do less, or you shouldn't do excessive too. Like that's for me personally. Like for me, if say it's like an English literary uniform, I wouldn't use like a Chinese brocade fabric for it, or like say like for trimmings. Oh, sorry, that not yet. Okay, since we're on the wig subject too, okay, this is a really old costume. Okay, you might not even notice that it's me, but basically like more than a decade ago. I'm sorry, I am old. I am really old. So yeah, we didn't used to have silver wigs in Singapore. So basically, what I did here to achieve that silver look was that I basically used like a really light blonde wig, and from afar I spray painted it with silver. Yeah, so like the silver here you see over there is actually really spray paint. And after that, I actually like to use spray paints on my wig, especially on certain areas like this. Because it's like spray paint, when it hardens, it stays really well. So it's like for the wig, whenever I style wigs, I usually tend to like to put like a soft spray of like spray paint so that it really stays. See? Okay, and continuing on with yeah. Okay, and so it's like also for like details, like so for Zen, usually if you just look at the artwork itself, it's like a simple gold line. But I know that for me, I usually have this tendency to worry about whether should I just do it like the traditional like gold bias style, or should I use trimmings? And actually this is the first time I actually used like trimmings instead of bias tape, because I was like thinking, okay, he is a noble man, but then again it was also like a casual outfit, so I didn't want to over glorify it. So that actually, even though it was just like a simple matter, I spent like 2 days thinking, should I just use plastic? Should I use trimmings? Should I use plastic? Should I use maybe I should use plastic. I think I use nicer trimming. I was just trimming. Yeah. This is really kind of like to give you an idea, like these are the kind of things that comes through my head, whenever I do even simple things like that. I don't know why it stresses me out so much. Okay, and so moving on, it's like after your costume is done, it's really about location scouting. And for in-game, there's this location that is called, I'm not sure, is the English version called Cathedral City, or is it Church City? Does anyone here play Dragonlance?
Yes. It's Cathedral City.
It's Cathedral City? Okay. Because like in Japanese it was like, it could be translated as both Church City or Cathedral City. Yeah. So it's basically like a abandoned city sort of look. So I'm not sure like how many of you came for Muses and I's photography session yesterday, but we talked about it, whereby for this location, basically we knew nothing about it when we went to scout for it. So